Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel Stock Dr. RR. Today we are going to discuss about Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, S&p 500, gold and silver. We are going to discuss all these five charts with in-depth detail analysis with help of monthly, weekly and daily chart. So do watch this video completely and take your investment and trading decision. So as usual, let's go ahead and see the economic calendar. We have one important data coming on Wednesday, 26th of July, and that is Fed interest rate decision, my friend. So this is a very important data. Based on this number, we will definitely see the new direction in the market. On Thursday, we have durable goods order, GDP growth rate, and on Friday, we have core PC index, core PC price index, personal spending, personal income. So Wednesday will be the most important day to understand what the outcome of Fed interest rate. Now let's go ahead and quickly see the charts. So before we do the analysis of the chart, on the YouTube video, we made a last video 1 month back. I am using the same chart. Okay, the drawings are same. Just want to let you know whatever targets we mentioned 1 month before, they all achieved and how they achieved and what are the next levels which we are going to discuss. So first, let's go ahead, hide the drawing and understand what the monthly candles saying us. So let's go ahead, reset this chart and you can see now. So this is the monthly chart of Nasdaq 100. You can see here from January to January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So these are the almost 6 months. I want to understand what the upside it has made. So it has made the upside of almost 50% from the bottom, and currently it is trading above 44% up from the down level from the bottom. Let's hide the chart again and see. So this is the uh, this month is uh, currently we are at the last week of the month or second last week of the month, and this is kind of creating a doji pattern at this point of time, which is indecisive. But the last two candles were very strong, up like 7% in the June and 7% in the May. So let's move to the weekly chart because monthly chart is saying that we are coming to the end of the month and market is not taking any decision on monthly candle. If we see the weekly chart, you can see here, this is kind of inverted hammer pattern. Okay, so weekly chart has given some downside, means after a big upside in the market, we got the hammer, inverted hammer at the top that says be cautious in the market. Okay, so be cautious on Nasdaq 100. There are chances that it can go down from here. We have the levels of the downside which we are going to discuss now. So this is a day chart. In the day chart, you can see here it has a created evening star pattern, my friends. As you all know, evening star, when it occurs at the top, that says there can be a fall in the market. How we identified the evening star? We got the green candle here, then a doji and a red candle. So definitely it has formed a evening star pattern on the day time frame. Now we are going to talk on a 4 hour time frame where we are actually going to discuss the exact levels. So let's go ahead and discuss the exact levels where the market wants to go. Okay, so this is 4 hourly chart. Let's just the chart here and let's unhide the drawing to understand the levels. So don't get confused with a lot of lines here. We know we have drawn support resistance levels there. Okay, so you all know this is a long term trend line, the dark blue one. Then in the short term, you can see this trend line, the dotted blue line, right? Now Nasdaq 100 is trading exactly taking a support at a dotted blue line. Okay, right. So as I said last month, we discussed about the top levels, and these are the levels which got achieved. I mentioned that 16,000, 15,000. I mentioned that if it cross above 15,500, then 15,700 and 15,900 or 16,000 is possible. And you see, it's exactly happened. If you see the last month, I did analysis here, and I mentioned that 15,250 to 15,500 is a resistance zone. If it get crossed, you can see the level of this to 15,700 and 15,950, 16,000, and exactly it got achieved. Okay, now see the beauty of the chart. After it achieved the targets, it again started coming near to the resistance, previous resistance, which is support now, that is the zone of 15,500 to 15,250. Now my stake is very clear. I think market needs a good pullback again. So if it starts trading below 15,500, if it starts trading below 15,500, like on Monday, if it starts trading like this, and then it breaks below that, then definitely 15,250 is a first target, and the 14,850 is a second target. And I think that is a good pullback which is required to get the next strength in the market, because market has given a huge upside. So you can see here, market has given a very big run up, right? uh, let's zoom it. Let's adjust the chart to understand. Let's move on to the day chart, right? And just see. So market continuously, if you see, it took the first bottom here, second bottom here, third bottom here, and from that it continuously went up. And now I think there are two possibilities. Either it can take a support between 15,500 to 15,250. There might be possibility that once it comes toward 15,200, see three possibilities. First, it takes the support here and go up. Second, it takes a support here and go up. So I think the second possibility is possible, 15,250, and then go up here. And again, it will test 15,250, and then it come near 14,850. If it comes near 14,850, then I will think that this is a healthy pullback, and that will lead more upside into the market in coming sessions, coming months, whatever you can say. Okay, so these are the levels. So we will talk about the upper side. If it takes sustains above 15,500, then 15,700 and 15,950 is again possible. If it cross 15,950, then definitely there are bigger targets coming, and that I will update you guys, when if it cross above 15,950, but we'll not talk now. Now, and on the lower side, I mentioned as if 15,250 gets breach, then 14,850 and 14,400 is a possible. Now, if this index goes up or down, definitely that all the Nasdaq 100 stocks, right? If you see here the Nasdaq 100 stocks, they will also follow the index movement, right? So, or you can say index follows this stock movement. So these are the stocks. Let us Apple, AMD, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Netflix, Nvidia, SOXL, Tesla. These are the stocks which make the changes in this index. So on Friday, the index fell down because Tesla and Nvidia have had their earnings, and after earnings, they went down, and that's why index got a very good pressure on it. You can see here on Thursday, the pressure was almost of 2% on Thursday, and you can see here almost 0.30% on the Friday. So let's move on to the next index, uh, that is Dow Jones. We will not discuss much in detail on the Dow Jones because you got the plot clear that on the monthly chart what happened uh, on the Nasdaq 100. So Dow Jones chart is quite different now because you can see here the monthly chart of the Dow Jones, it is still showing some bullishness. Okay, you can see here it is showing some bullishness because what happened last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, right? Uh, Last 8 months, the Dow Jones was trading in this zone, and this month it broke that zone and it's trying to move up again. Okay, so Dow Jones chart is quite different than Nasdaq and S&p 500. We are going to discuss on weekly chart now. On the weekly chart, see the beauty. Okay, it has, if weekly chart you can see here, from last many weeks it was trading in this area, right? And it has broken that area. So you can see here, I can clearly visualize that it has created a flag. This is a flag and extended pole pattern. Okay, a flag and extended pole pattern. I am seeing a big targets in Dow Jones unless and until it doesn't break this level. Let's see what day chart is saying. On the day chart you can see there is a bit pressure actually. So on the day chart you can see there is some pressure, and we will discuss what that says. So this is a day chart. In the day chart, it is saying that currently it has created on the Friday a doji pattern, or you can say it might form a evening star pattern if on Monday it creates a big red candle. So there might be possibility that it can come back to 34,680 levels. But let's see. Now we will discuss 4 hourly chart and with the proper levels here. So let's go ahead and see the levels on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame, you can see here, in my last month video, you can see I almost mentioned that 34,900 is a resistance for the Dow Jones. If it breaks that, then 35,200 and 35,500 are the targets. It exactly achieved 35,500 and then started coming back. You can see here, I have not drawn the any chart today. I have just taken the old charts and I just analyze what they are saying. So now for Dow Jones, if it starts trading about 35,500, then 35,750 and 36,150, these are big targets. Okay, if it starts trading above 35,500, then 35,750 and 36,150 are the two targets. If it starts trading down, then 35,200 is for first downside target, and second is 34,900. There are possibilities that it can take support at these two levels and then again start coming up. But if it breaks 34,900 in the downside, then I will say that Dow Jones has lost its upside, and it can go to make some corrections, and those corrections can be possible to 34,400 and 34,000. Okay, so this was about the Dow Jones. Let's quickly move on to S&p 500. For S&p 500, let's hide the chart, understand what the monthly chart is saying. Okay, S&p 500 monthly chart is kind of green candle. If we see the weekly chart says that it is at a very crucial zone. On the weekly chart, see, it is exactly at the resistance of, you can say, 46,460, 4,600. It is currently at the crucial resistance. chances that it can again take a u-turn and come down. If a day chart, you can see here, in the day chart you can see here, it has formed red candles, two red candles here, and this is a bearish engulfing pattern, right? The first candle is red, and first candle is green and second is red, and it is at the top. So the chances that it can go down more. And if we check at the 4 hourly chart and unhide our drawing, and let's try to make the levels. Okay, so the levels are pretty clear. On 4 hourly chart also, it has created a bullish, bearish engulfing pattern. Currently, it has a strong support between 4500 to 4500. Sorry, 4550, 4550 to 4500. This is an important support area. Okay, it might come and travel in this area, and then it will decide further, right, whether it wants to go up or go down, right? So we need to watch that levels. There is no trade between 4550 and 4500. If it takes support here and comes up, then you will have the upside targets of let's say 4585 and 4625. If it starts trading and breaking below 4500, then sorry, then you can see here, if it starts breaking 4500, then 4430 and 4400. These are the two targets for the downside. Let's go ahead and quickly discuss the two commodities, gold and silver. Hide the chart, go on to the monthly. See friends, always do the analysis in this way. First understand the monthly time frame, then weekly, then daily, and then shorter time frame. Then you will get the overall view of the uh, particular commodity or index or stock. So for gold, it's very clear. But if it starts trading and sustaining about 2000, right, on the monthly time frame, then targets are very big. And as I mentioned before, also, I am looking for the target of 2600 minimum, in long term view or medium to long term view. That is between 6 months to 1 year. So monthly candle is not showing any negative or positiveness. If we see the weekly chart and adjust the drawing, weekly chart is not showing anything. If we say the day chart is saying some, three consecutive red candles, which is showing some weakness is possible. And if we see the 4 hourly chart, the 4 hourly chart is like this. We will unhide the drawing and we will understand what we discussed in the last month when we created the chart, and we are using this chart only for our analysis. Okay, so right. Okay, so the chart is clear. It says that uh, gold has the support between 2000 and 1950. So this 50 points or $50 is the support area for the gold, right? If it breaks 1950 on the downside, then it is going to go towards the most important support zone of 1920 to 1900. If you see here, last time it came to this support area and then bounced back. Now if it comes to this area and bounce back and it stays above 1955, then definitely 2000 is the possibility. And if it stays above 2000, then definitely 2050 and 2100 is the short term target. And what about the downside? If you talk about the downside, then downside is below 1900. That is 1875, 1835, and 1800. These are the three downside levels. For long term, I'm looking for the target of 2600. It needs to stay above 2000 for that. So let's go ahead and talk the last commodity, silver. For silver, we will do the monthly analysis first. On the monthly time frame, let's see here what it wants to say. Oh, monthly, it is, trying to make some noise, or I mean, it wants to go towards, the level of 31, 33, and $36. Okay, this I can see on a monthly chart, but it will take some time. It needs to stay above some particular level. You can see here. So now weekly chart is not showing anything now. On the day chart, you can see day chart is showing some weakness, and 4 hourly chart is saying these levels. So let's unhide the drawing and understand. So this chart is quite interesting for me because I mentioned you guys in last so many videos that there was a distribution happened in this yellow zone and then it went down, right? From 23.50 to $20. And after that, it break that distribution zone here. You can see it break that distribution zone here, right? This distribution zone got break here, then it gives some upside, right? And after this upside again, it gave this red candle, right? And started going below this distribution level, bottom, and then again it went down and again trying to come up. So looks like the long term support level I mentioned you guys, right, in many videos. 22.50 is a very crucial number. If it doesn't break 22.50 and stays above, this level, right, so there are possibility that silver wants to go up more. Okay, so what are those levels? So we gave the targets, these two targets, right? These two green lines, 24.50 and 25.50. It already achieved that. Now I am seeing the bigger picture once it starts trading about 25. So for me, criteria is 25. If it trades about 25 and sustain there for, few weeks, then definitely you are not going to see the lower levels in silver. It will go so high that you will not get a chance to, buy. Okay, mark my words. But it has, the condition is needs to stay about $25. Now we will talk about the exact levels. Right now, it has a support area of 23.50 to 22.50. Okay, so it can come here and go up like this, or it can come down here and then go up like this, or from the existing levels, it can go about 25.50, then 26.50. Okay, the idea is it needs to stay above 25, 25.50 for few weeks. Okay, and downside is when it starts trading below 22.50 for the targets of 21.75, 20.85, and $20. So friends, this was all about today. We discussed very important indexes. We discussed about gold and silver, right? And we discussed in much detail this time, okay, by taking our own pace, and we understand, with all the charts like monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hourly. Now I want to give you guys a very bonus tip or bonus book, you can say. If you are new into the stock market, okay, I want you guys to read two books. Previously I mentioned that, or I in my experience I understood as the stock market, trading or investing is nothing but 80% psychology and 20% technical analysis. But now my definition is changed. I think the stock market investing is 90% of psychology and 10% of technical analysis. I will recommend you guys two books from a single author. The author name is Mark Douglas, and the book's name are Trading in the Zone and Disciplined Trader. You go buy those two books, Read it one time, two time, three time, four time. Eh, doesn't matter, unless and until all his words doesn't go in your vein, you will not achieve the success. So this is all about today, my friends. In case you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon on the top, and put your comments on this video. If you want to learn, if you want to analyze any stock, please go ahead, put your comments on this video. And last but not least, share this video with your friends and family members, and let's learn and earn together. Thank you, my friends. You have a good one. Bye bye.